Hi everyone, yeah, here. Welcome to Yet Small World. I just heard some news about COVID-19. Yes, I feel the need to share my views on this because a lot of measures have been put into place to cope with the pandemic going on. Like, for instance, I just heard news that um instead of the 14 days of closure for the mosque, they are gonna extend it until further notice. So hearing this is kind of like a shock to me, but at the time like understandable because of the fact that we're having more cases of COVID-19 here in Singapore. Most of them are imported, and it's really it's really hard to believe all this because uh, because my main concern is if the COVID-19 is still gonna be around, how is our Ramadan affected? Because I feel like this year's Ramadan is gonna be very different than the other Ramadans I had. Like, for instance, we have to pray at home. We have to break fast at home. We cannot break fast outside. I mean, you can break fast outside, but there are measures put into place where you can only have gatherings up to 10 people or less, and that goes to private gatherings like birthdays and funerals. And hearing this is like, oh no. Because I mean, this like group of friends, they have more than 10 people, but knowing this is happening, I'm like, it's gonna be really difficult. And at the same time, it's gonna take some time for us to adapt to these new changes. And also at the same time, the fact that they also just uh shared us that if you choose to travel from this Friday, 27 March onwards, if you still travel and you come back while serving your stay home notice, if you fall sick, you have to pay the hospital bills at unsubsidized rates. That means it won't be subsidized for you when you choose to travel, and it's okay, it's understandable because I feel like the ministry have already warned us to defer all our travel. And yeah, I mean, I just shared my parents about this, and they kind of understandable about this, so okay. But I do know that there might be people that tend to not accept this piece of news and sit there like not really understand this whole situation that we're in. Like, I can say that we're already trying to restrict the borders here in Singapore, like by putting people that came from Hubei in quarantine, like 14 days, while the other countries will be in the 14 days stay home notice. It's really like it's like give me this sense of fear right now because of the fact that we cannot do things like what we used to do, and the fact that we have to be careful by taking care of our health physically and also emotionally, because I can feel that this COVID-19 is not just affecting the health but also affecting our emotional health. It's giving us this sense of fear, and I don't want to be scared because of this thing. I mean, surely it's okay to be scared, but um we have to be courageous fighting this COVID-19 together. So this is gonna be hard for us, but I believe we can do this. We have survived SARS, we have survived H1N1, so we can survive COVID-19, right? We just need to be hopeful about it and be positive about all this, because I just read news that since the lockdown happened with the COVID-19 in Italy, in the city of Venice, like there's this river thing. I heard the news that dolphins started swimming around, and there are swans spotted there. It's like there's wildlife there. Well, there's no people around, and I'm like, what? I'm like, that's wonderful. And at the time, it's clearing the air. Like there's less air pollution. Even in China, when the people are allowed not to drive cars, and that is somehow a good thing. Like while people are trying to be careful with the COVID-19, the planet Earth is somehow healing itself. Like I think they're starting to see clear water. There's the time, it's getting to see wildlife in the waters, and at the time, there's less air pollution going on, which could be a good thing. I mean, looking at the bright side of things, planet Earth is somehow healing, but at the same time, it takes us to, you know, cope with this whole thing because, well, it's affecting everything. To be honest, if I ever heard news that we are advised not to travel during the peak periods on public transport, and you can't even talk. And I'm like, you cannot talk? Then how are you supposed to talk? Do we need to use sign language? But yeah, I hope it won't last long. And at the same time, this disease can go away. There'll be a vaccine for this, and I just hope for the best. And let's be positive about this and fight on, okay? Okay, I think that's all I can say about the COVID-19. I'll see you guys next vlog. Bye.